when we go to Florida, the first team we play is all black.
Oh, when we go to Florida, there's gonna be black dudes.
Friends that laugh, we're friends that shout. Sometimes we don't know what we're talking about, but that won't stop us. Nothing can stop us. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause I can show you use the love, just rebrand it enough. It's stronger, better, bigger power, 'cause it is the golden hour. It's the golden hour.
Yeah, dude, what's up, man? It's freaking we're gonna do that live show, right? We're gonna show it up.
Yeah, we're going to show out.
We're going to show up.
We're going to figure out the format. We don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to be live.
It's fine. We're professionals. You know what I mean? We're going to go up there, tell some jokes. No, I guess we're going to do a podcast, really. I am doing jokes after that on a different show. Whatever, dude. You know what I'll say? I have felt so weird the past 3 days, bro.
About why?
I don't know. It's just anxious. You ever get
About
like
what?
that? I don't know, bro.
I think that's the state of manhood. You know, when of course you're anxious. Think about everything you have to deal with. You have to travel to make money, to pay for the house, to pay for all the Amazon packages that your wife gets sent to the house. You have to worry about the kids' school. You have to worry about these are things
Dude,
that
I was on
you
the-
never
yeah.
cannot worry about your career, your life, and your family. That's the state of being a man.
I was thinking about this on the plane. And it was just
What's
like,
it called? Ennui? It's
Oh.
a French-derived term for a profound, often existential feeling of listlessness, boredom, and deep dissatisfaction.
No, this is not what I feel.
Okay, I was gonna say because
Yeah.
you have kids, so you have like a purpose.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah.
that's people without any purpose.
I see, yeah. No, yeah. I just feel like stressed, like I just want everything to I'm doing too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know.
But but the thing is, you're doing too much because you feel like you have to make sure things are okay all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just the state of like when you're like, you know, the breadwinner and you're, you know, that's the thing you worry about.
Yeah.
Always.
You know, I don't know.
You never get a break from it. Sometimes it's overwhelming.
Sometimes I just feel like I get shit on all the time, so it's like, oh fuck, you know, it's like
Well, it could be your nose is too big and your forehead is weird.
I wish it was that simple.
I know, right? Yeah, dude, I know. I get it, man. You know what,
Yeah.
though? It's like, I heard this tip. When you're feeling like this kind of stuff, what you do is you make it a character.
Hello.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly,
Why am I getting shit on all the time?
if you make it that guy that feels this way, then you have more control over
Yeah,
it.
I get it. But then isn't that how you become a crazy person? I'm two people now.
I'm Jason Statham and Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
And you guys are arguing.
It's just
You got, but you know, you haven't.
I have to I have to not look at the news too much, first of all.
Yeah.
I have to not do that.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying.
That's one whole thing.
I
though.
totally
There's
agree.
another thing is that doesn't fix it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just makes it so you don't have to feel that kind of dread.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, oh man, I hope that, you know, I don't know, man. It's just like I hope everybody's happy around me.
Yeah.
You know,
Why are you
and because I'm
feeling like
codependent.
What did you see? What triggered this?
No, I don't, bro. It was I don't
Did you
know.
see something?
No, I
or
was on
feel
the
something, or is it an anniversary or something?
No,
in
I was
your head?
on a plane coming back, and I was just like, I guess I guess I can't ever stop.
Let's see.
You know what I mean? I'll just keep going.
No, you got to diversify. That's when you do Life Rips Coffee Shop. You do, you know,
Right,
You
right,
have to just
right.
find other things.
True.
That's all it is. You just you're thinking this is all that it'll ever be.
No, well, it's weird though because I don't know. Like I do love my job.
I know, but the part,
Yeah.
but you were experiencing the part of the job that sucks.
Right.
You know,
Being on a plane.
being on a plane, being away from your family, the travel, the security line,
Yeah.
all that nonsense makes us go, ugh, this sucks. So that means when you're on stage or about to walk out and they say your name and that crowd goes crazy, that's the moment you have to go, life rips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do like Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know.
You just
man.
forgot about it though. In that moment, it's like sometimes the dread and the feelings that you're feeling in that moment, it's so overwhelming because one, also, I bet it was an early flight. You're tired. You know, when's the last time you had worked out? What food did you have that morning? I mean, there's so many different factors that it's not just like this, like, it's not really dread so much as like there's some exterior things that are making that affect our life and we don't realize how much they do. Sometimes just having too much sugar can make you feel a certain way, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just, everything's a moment, I guess, so it's fine. But it's just like,
I'm just trying to tell you, Chris, remember the good moments too.
no, yeah.
Well, you don't say you do.
No, I do, but I there's certain times in the month that I can't feel them. You know what I mean? Like I can't get out of the feeling of.
Well, you're having your. This is your period.
Yeah, I know.
You're having your.
Man got periods too. I tell you.
We have like emotional periods. I get it, man. I'm just trying to
No. I appreciate what you're saying. Yeah.
You know, it's just. But I just do think that it's just state of, the society has spent so much time in the last 5 or 6 years, like just making being a man bad.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You talking about hoes?
Yeah, just the society in general right now. It's just like, if you're a man, you're bad, you're toxic, you're all this kind of stuff, and it's just like, nah. It's like,
Not
no.
in Texas.
It's okay to be the breadwinner. It's okay to like take care of your family. It's okay to like support your wife and whatever she wants to do. But if she wants to stay home, that's not a bad thing. It's okay that you're just making sure things are okay. For me, it's like I think that it's important. You want to. You know what the great thing when you want your wife to be able to buy whatever the hell she wants. There's something about that security that you're giving them that I think is like a great thing, and you stress out about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Even if we complain, even if we're like another box is coming to the house, but there's something about
that's freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, but to your point, Chris, these bitches on social media who are single are like, Miss Independent, and they're all single. Okay, bitch. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You're 50 without kids. Okay, cool, bitch. Cool. Meanwhile, your wives are all happy as fuck being stay-at-home moms and raising kids. Like, that's a tough fucking gig. But then that bitch on the internet's like, Miss Independent. Yeah, lonely as fuck, bitch. 7 cats. Cool.
I love
Congrats.
watching video. I love watching the other side of that other video. Actually, you get caught in a negative algorithm, but then sometimes you get like, I started looking at coffee. For some reason, I'm looking at different coffee machines, and my Instagram knows.
boring.
Now all of a sudden it's like, here's how you make a good latte, and I'm like, oh wow. Same thing with this kind of thing too. So you start watching. I love watching these videos of these women in the car being like, when the engine light comes on, I need a man. I'm so tired of being independent. I just need a man to just take care of this. You start seeing those and you go, oh, you know what? There are a lot of like-minded people out there, but you're not seeing that. For some reason, it knows you want to see the opposite.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
No, the majority of women want a fucking dude to hold shit down so they can focus on the family. That's the majority of women.
Yeah, totally.
But even, I'm just saying.
They got a couple crazy bitches who are loud on the internet and they're single.
Even the
It's
ones
all right.
that say, maybe even the ones that don't have a family, but just like being taken care of. That's
Nah,
okay
they're so
too.
sad. They're so sad. They're so sad.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about. I'm saying I think it's okay also if you got a job, you're doing your thing, but you still want a man in your life to like.
Yeah, but
take me out on Wednesday.
Yep. But also quit your job and raise a family, bitch. Right? But also quit your job.
Yeah, but this is before they've gotten together, Brendan. There's a dating period.
Brendan says no.
Brendan thinks you meet a chick. And the moment you meet her, she got to quit her job.
Quit.
He just thinks women should just be wandering around, not working.
No, dude, don't be ridiculous. They should be in the kitchen. Come on.
God.
Just kidding. But seriously.
Do you cook? Do you cook at all? You cook, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Very
don't.
little.
You cook? You grill?
I grill with the best of them.
Very little.
I'm
They
a
don't
grill
count that as
master.
cooking.
I'll make
Grilling?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that counts.
Well,
but I mean, it's more. But that's more of like a. All right,
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. He's saying.
Oh no, it's 3 nights a week at the crib.
Oh, is it?
Oh, well, then you do cook. You cook a lot.
Chicken, steak.
Well, yeah.
Then you cook a lot.
Then you cook a lot.
Yeah.
You provide cooking for the family. Also, I think that's also happens when you're culturally different. Like there's a certain point when he's like, I don't want to have no more Mexican food. He's like,
Facts, dude. Facts. Trying to stay in shape.
you know what I mean? How many enchilada dishes are we gonna have in this
Bro.
house? You know what I mean?
My father-in-law made a curry casserole last night. I'm like, buddy,
Oh God.
we're white. What are you doing? We're white.
But curry. Wow. Jesus.
Curry casserole.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know. I think we spend too much money on. Food.
I mean, yeah. Well,
It's crazy.
I make only rice and lean beef or chicken. I don't.
But do the kids eat that, Chris?
Yeah, sometimes. Salmon. They love salmon.
Really?
We got them early on
We haven't
salmon.
tried that with Wolf yet.
Yeah.
He just eats.
It's so funny. We didn't realize that Billy was saying. We don't know if he's saying rice or fries ever, because he says rice.
It is tough.
Rice.
Yeah.
He has art because
Vice.
I told you like he likes dinosaurs now, so
Yeah.
he can't say horn. He goes horn,
Wow.
horn.
Yeah.
He says it just like that too. He's like very emphasized. So I know what you're saying. Sometimes you don't know what they want.
It's so
What are
funny.
you asking for right now? I don't know. But the other day he ate two hamburgers.
Yeah. Good.
2 hamburgers.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'm like, what is going on? We get these chicken
Oh,
sausage
I
patties.
gotta keep Tiger on like a fucking strict diet, dude. He'll get fucking fat.
All right, you're going
he'll eat
keto.
4. Oh, dude, he's on carnivore and shit.
Oh wow. I have that's why I have to
Jesus.
I have to go out there.
He'll get
and
too
run.
big.
I have to go out there and run with him. He just wants to, so I got to make sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always, when I was a kid, I was real skinny. So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, we went to the doctor a few weeks ago, and they got his weight is
What
he's like
percentile was he in?
taller. He's in the 60 percentile for weight, but in the 99 percentile
Wow.
for height.
Wow.
Oh, basketball player,
so
here we come.
I know. I'm hoping defense. But
yes, sir.
we'll see. He's out there doing all. I got soccer nets in the back. I got basketball hoop. He's got his football. He's
Chris,
just doing it
your
all.
kids are no sports? Are you just what the fuck, dude?
Not yet.
Nothing?
No. No. Not
They're
yet.
just not into it.
No.
But you weren't either, right?
I did it, but I don't know if I did it at 5. You know what I'm saying?
Really? They
I think
just
you
don't
did it probably when you
gravitate towards
first went
it.
to school. Then you were like, oh, I guess I got to do this because everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
But for me, I think Wolf likes football because
Yeah.
I watch football.
Right. Yeah.
He just.
I mean,
football.
all they want to do is make them laugh, make us laugh, everybody laugh. That's
There you go.
all they ever want to do.
Well, there it is.
It's different.
It's
Just different. That's fun.
But I don't know. But yeah, but sometimes I'm like, because Calvin now can do whatever,
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want him to work out or something, or like go to, like, because we put him in baseball a little bit, and he was just like, he just didn't want to do it.
Not his thing.
No.
Yeah, at least you're not forcing them.
Oh, yeah.
At the the neighborhood had a Super Bowl party, so all the kids are playing football, like tackle football, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
And this one kid he's a big kid too. He threw the ball, and I was just like, oh my god.
Right.
I looked at the dad. I'm like, you've never taught him how to throw football? He goes, nah, man. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? The fuck you doing?
Especially if you want to expose him to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
let me ask you,
dude.
this is a great conversation because I have a buddy of mine who, like, okay, let me start like this. My mom was a concert pianist, okay? And she had to stop doing that because of whatever the environment she was in and escaping, whatever. Okay, so
she had to.
she wanted me to play the piano. And she, like, forced me. And I know that I didn't continue playing the piano because of that. And I wish I did.
Exactly.
Right.
You know? And I wish I did. I look back now like, God, I wish I had that skill.
Yeah.
So I have a friend of mine who believes firmly in, like, he was like, nah, I believe in forcing. You gotta make them do stuff and what do you call it? Follow through, and then see what happens afterwards. And I was
Agreed.
like, I want to just see what they want. But where you guys land on that?
I
Where do you land on that?
If he signs up for it, you're going to all the
if he
practices.
wants to,
you're gonna be on time.
Yes.
You got to follow through.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if I go, T, you're playing football. He goes, I don't want to play football. Then I'm not going to force him to play football.
Right.
But if you make me sign up and I pay for it, you
I
have
agree.
a commitment that team's banking on you. You're going to finish the season
I
through.
agree.
Bubba.
I agree.
Let's take a moment. March 20th in Austin at Vulcan Gas Company live golden hour March 20th
Our
at 4
first
p.m.
live golden hour ever.
Our
There's
first
three
live
of us.
ever. 3 of us will be back together again.
Yeah. And that will be on that's on sale now, and you can go to my website or you can go to Vulcan Gas Company website, and you can also if you
4
want
p.m. show.
4 p.m. show, and if you want to see it and you don't live there, then you got to sign up for our Patreon, and it'll be on the Patreon. So there you go.
Live.
And I'm like Bigfoot. It's a rare sighting to see me on stage, but you two can get me back on stage.
True.
Hell yeah.
At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun. Like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today. Start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
What if you want your kid to play an instrument? You're like, okay, pick an instrument. You got to play one. Which
Nah,
one are
that's
you interested?
bullshit.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I feel like they have
where
to
are you on the
gravitate
thing?
towards that.
Yeah,
I feel like they have to gravitate towards
Yeah,
that.
like
a
if
little bit.
Weird thing.
if Billy grew up, started really liking music, and then he was like, oh, what, I told him about what a guitar is, and he's like, those are cool, and then I was like, well, we could, and it became something. Then, but not, I'm not gonna be like, you're gonna what musical instrument are you gonna play? It's like that's.
I don't know. I'm just interested in because I'm thinking about like
dude, when I was a kid, I would say I'm into fitness and stuff, but like when I was a kid, I was never forced into I played a little baseball, but like I found that on my own.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Certain things I found on my own.
So
too. Yeah.
like I like that.
But I hated going to piano lessons. I just hated.
Yeah, well, my parents put me in piano lessons, and I couldn't wait because my mom would always, because you hear that from everyone that say, "Oh, I wish I learned how to play the piano," or "I wish I learned how to do," and as a kid, I literally was like, "Oh, dude, I'm not going to think that," and I don't, and I'm so happy I fucking didn't learn it.
Well, you have a different, but that's just you. I think you had a mentality from a very young age to go into whatever you wanted to go into.
Yeah.
But you still followed in the
Eric,
footsteps of like, your father was in the business and you went into
Eric,
the business.
I do think it's good too. Like there's a fine balance. It's a good fucking question because the fine balance too, because there's something, when they're like 7, 8, 9, sometimes like, man, I'm gonna go fuck around with my friends. I don't want to play the piano. But if your mom was like, no, dude, you're playing the piano. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, it's going to pay off. So I think when they're 7, 8, and 9, yes, sometimes they don't want to do it.
Yeah,
you do got to force them to do it.
Sometimes, yes. Yes.
there's a
Yeah,
fine
no.
Like Tiger, they're on break Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They've had 5 days off. Tiger's friends aren't playing high-level baseball. So all his friends were playing, and I went over them like, buddy, we got practice. He's like, no, I want to play with my friends. I'm like, come here, let me talk to you. I told you before we signed up, if you want to play travel baseball, we're going to miss we're going to miss birthday parties. You're not going to be chilling with your friends all the time. None of these kids have the skill to play this level. You do. This is the commitment.
But I think
this is what we signed up for.
But what I hear in that, which I think is a very important, valuable lesson that a lot of adults don't have, especially in the United States, is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because the thing that look, the hardest part about being in shape, working out, the hardest part is the discipline. It is all of it because it's discipline in what you eat. It's discipline in when you work out. It's discipline in getting your sleep. The discipline is the hardest part, and it's not always fun. And how are you going to know that? It's your dad. Like what Brendan's doing is being like, look, you want to be great at this. I want you to be great at this, and this is how we're going to do it.
Correct.
And then I don't think, and I think what happens is maybe there'll be a time, and it might take a long time for him to truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
It might be 10 years from now when he's 18, he's got $20 million in the bank from an NIL deal. That's when he's going to look back and say, "Thank you."
Dad was on it.
Right.
Yep.
Hopefully,
Dad was on it.
Hopefully.
But I also make it's just a different standard in the household. Even with my wife, it's like, this is what we do.
What?
This is like stay in shape, play
Got it. Yeah,
sports.
yeah.
It's what we do. There's no other way.
Yeah, that's good.
And Tiger ain't gonna listen. I'm somewhat of a smart dude. I'm not as smart as you guys. I'm as smart as Chin or Brian. It's not the God-given gift I was given. Like I tell Tiger all the time, like, buddy, our family's not going to cure cancer, Bubba. You better fucking dedicate your life.
cured.
You're a big fucking dude. You're a big fucking dude. You're super athletic. That you want to make something for yourself. This is your best way to do it. So commit to it.
Well, I would say that's one way to do it because you did it that way, and it's like you tell kids what you know. I mean, it's interesting that you're saying your kids like to make people laugh because that's you know what I mean. I just think that it's just a fine line right now. It's like you don't get a manual for being a parent, and you're just trying to I got a piano in the house, and Wolf knows how to walk up to it. He turns it on his own. He knows how to press the button, and he just tinkles on the keys and he does stuff. And I just go, I just encourage it, But I'm like trying to find the fine line between like, hey, do you really like this? Let's do it. As opposed.
But you know what, Eric? Do it, but do it all. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down that. Let's go down. All right, you don't like it? I don't hold his feet. All right, cool. Let's try this. But I'll tell you what's an interesting conversation is Tiger now is realizing like. Money, college stuff. So he likes to box. And he's like, Dad, is there like a thing I can do to compete, like boxing? I'm like, buddy, that's not a path we want to go down. We don't want to put an emphasis on boxing or MMA. He's like, why? I'm like, because I did that. I said, for instance, when you watch the Dodgers, the worst player on the team, which there's no bad players on the Dodgers, but the worst player, the guy who's probably not the best on the Dodgers, is making $3-4 million a year. When you watch the UFC, and he goes, well, how much did you make in the UFC? I said, I was ranked top 10 in the world. I fought 3 times a year. I made maybe $200,000 to $300,000. He goes, what? I'm like, yes. And it's year round, buddy. It doesn't stop. So the juice isn't worth the squeeze, pal. We'll do boxing so you have better hand-eye coordination for football and baseball, but we're not going to major in boxing. It's not what we do, buddy.
Well, it's just such a like a weird conversation to have to like.
Dude.
Because it's like you go because in their minds they're like, because you're a kid and you're like, well, Dad, but look what you did. We live in a great house.
Right? Yeah.
We did. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever you say you did, I mean, it's still they're gonna have like a.
But I make it clear, like the house we live in, the cars I drive. That's not because of fighting.
Right.
The discipline is what got us here, but it's not because I tell them like when you were born, we lived in a 700 square foot apartment. Like fighting was tough, dude.
Well,
fighting, and then the other thing I tell them too is like, if most of the fighters, this can come off bad, especially as a UFC fighter. If you went to those fighters, if they had the skill when they were young to play for the Dodgers, to play for the fucking Denver Broncos, they would choose that. They couldn't make those. They're not athletic enough to do that. So they gravitated towards martial arts. The good athletes aren't fucking signing up for jiu-jitsu and fucking karate, but it's all they can really do. Tiger has a skill set where, buddy, we're not doing fucking taekwondo.
Got it.
Are you goddamn
I had a football friend of mine. He said he was like a lot of football players are just failed basketball players.
And to be honest, like the only reason I got into the UFC because I was a failed football player. I was considered a really good athlete in the UFC.
Yeah.
I'm dime a dozen in college football. You walk in any college locker room, there's 30 of me.
Wow. Yeah.
At least, dude. I'm not special. In the UFC, I'm special because they don't have a lot of good athletes, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's different. Or
that's
people,
interesting.
I don't know if it's even like not good athletes so much as like they don't have a lot of people. I don't know if there's a lot of people willing to put themselves on the line for that.
Yeah, and also
you know what I mean? There's like it's a special kind of thing in your head.
But also there's a
like
difference.
Combat sports.
There's a difference between trying to figure out the game and then trying to figure out how to not get fucking knocked out.
Yeah.
And you're going to get hit in the fucking head a bunch of times. You're going to get fucked up a bunch of times.
Suck.
It's going to suck. You're not going to be okay, so what's the best analytical thing to do here? What play do we run? You do learn that stuff quick.
But the other thing too is like, say when you guys were starting stand-up comedy and both your dads had millions of dollars in the bank, how hard are you going to hustle to make it in stand-up? So when it comes to fighting, it's even magnify that by 30. Because all right, so T goes down. I want to dedicate my life. I want to make it to the UFC. Okay, I can help you get there. I have a good idea how we're going to do this. But we're competing with dudes in Dagestan, in Russia, in China, in Japan, and in America who have nothing, buddy. They have, this is the only way. And then you got to compete against those fucking guys.
Right.
And if they win, they're going to feed their family. You're good. You're never going to make it, buddy. That tenacity, that work ethic they have, you can't compete with that, dude. In fighting, sure as fuck can't.
Interesting.
Well, let's say, what do you do if like, what do you do if like your son hears that and he thinks it triggers in his head, nah, I can do it. And then he gets inspired.
Then let's ride. All right, let's ride. All right, I'm down for it. But I'm just telling you, I tell T, you're a better athlete than I was. I went pretty far. You're way more athletic. You're bigger. You're stronger. You're gonna dominate in everything. When I was a kid, if you just focus, dude, you're gonna go wherever the fuck you want to go. Fighting's for the birds, dude. Fighting's for because nobody wins in fighting. Even when I won fights, I got fucked up. I got brain trauma. I had stitches. I was in the hospital. My grandma used to always say, because my grandma would go, did you win? And my grandma would go, nobody wins. Did you get hit? I go, yeah. She goes, nobody won.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, huh? To even want to do combat sports, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like, and then even when my limited knowledge of the UFC, when I look at it, I often think like who's the person that is trying to go into a fight and have the cerebral approach to it, as if you're fighting against a brawler, you're should I be brawling this guy? But if you think that is your best thing, is there an ego thing involved where you're like, nah, I'm brawling because I'm a brawler, as opposed to what's the best way to beat that guy?
Take him down.
I don't know many. I don't know. What fighters are doing that?
There's especially at the highest level. There's a lot of guys. Like when I fought LeVar Johnson, was I better striking than him? Yeah. Did I have more power? No. But he had no wrestling. So I'm like, all right, this one's not going to be that exciting. But this dude can't wrestle. So I'm just going to keep taking him down. If I win by decision, all good. At least I win. You
want to see that. That's the kind of, but I say that's the chess game in it. I mean, that's when it's like at the highest level of doing that. And I think that when people are coming up in this, you see like a version of it that you're like, ugh, I don't know if I want to do that.
But here, and this is why fighting's not, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Because let's say Tiger wants to dedicate his life to baseball or football. Well, you go to high school, right? And you got to get good grades to be eligible. And then you're going to get a scholarship to college. Hopefully it pays for your education. That'd be dope. But the networking, the friends you're going to make in the college experience and playing at a high level and learning discipline, whether you make it pro or not, you're going to have this fucking set of skills and a foundation that's going to, and with you going into business, you're going to crush.
True.
The UFC, it's not like that, man. It's just, we can turn pro when you're 17. There's no college experience. We're flying all over the fucking world in random spots, not making much money, probably don't have health insurance. Then what are you going to do? And then if it doesn't work out, there's no networking. There's no college degree. You're networking. Your best friends are fucking idiots too.
Right.
Well, that's why you got to pat yourself on the back, because it's like you took that, turned it into business skills. You were like, you tried different things. You got into what you're doing now. So it's like, there's paths for everybody if they find a way to do it. But it's just, as a father, you're trying to look and be like, hey, I want you to be better than me. I think that's the thing you want, right?
Yeah.
You want
the
whatever it is.
The tough thing is the three of us are privileged. Like I'm not the richest guy in the world, far fucking from it. I got to hustle, man. Eric's not the richest dude. Chris is pretty rich, probably the richest in the room. But either way, we're better off than our parents were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing with T and Bosty in sports is how do they get that dog in them? Because I was a dog. Tiger asked me, Dad, would you have beat me at 9? I look at him like, buddy, you're bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
I would have ran fucking circles around.
Yeah.
He goes, really? I go, yes, dude. I didn't quit, buddy.
Right.
You'd have to kill me before I lost.
Right.
I wouldn't leave the field till I finished first.
It's a mentality.
That's the difference between us.
No, but the thing too.
He also lives near a fucking lake.
No, I know,
but there's a certain
totally. That's exactly right.
I know, but the thing is like, how do you weigh that? Like, it's like you're flying your family someplace. It's like, yeah, you want to fly first class.
Well,
You know, what I mean? I know, but it's like, where do the
I
lessons?
stopped that a long time ago.
I know, but what do the lessons come in? You get what I'm trying to say?
I've heard this recently from somebody. It's like, I was thinking about this, flying family first class versus not flying family first class, and because I'm like, well, if I bring one of my kids, I was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit with them in the economy, or am I going to?
Yeah, you are.
Right, but now I probably would, but
why am I suffering?
But
That's what I do. That's what I do. And
it's
the kids
actually
don't give
not
a
so.
fuck.
It's not so bad though, because they don't bump you over and shit.
Yeah.
It's fine. But there are certain situations, and maybe first class or economy, this isn't the best
That's not the
example
best
of it.
example,
But
yeah.
there are certain versions of it where it's like, dude, life is hard, and it's gonna beat you up no matter what.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. A little bit of it is good, but you don't have to make life extra hard for your kid because you want them to learn how hard life is. Life will do that anyway.
I know, but the thing though is like, I think that what happens in the United States is we become so entitled and we've forgotten how hard it is places. That's why you have people thinking we're the same as Venezuela.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and it's like
right.
we've forgotten where we've come from.
Right.
But the part of that is like, part of me is like, yeah, that's okay too.
Yeah.
I don't want Wolf to grow up the way my mom grew up.
Yeah.
You know,
Nor
it's
should
like,
you.
Nor should you.
That-
Or even the way I grew up.
Yeah.
Like, I've never
nor should
lived
you.
in a house my entire life.
Wow.
I'm
super sad.
over 50, and I
You
just
said that's super sad.
no. I mean, it's like we
straight
lived.
No,
in,
that's great. But that's got to be that's got to feel fucking amazing. for
yeah,
you.
but the thing is, it's like
That's awesome.
So, but Wolf's only gonna know that.
And that's how it should be, though, Eric. That's
You know,
how it should
He's
be.
gonna
'cause
live
you
in a
work so
castle when he
hard.
gets older.
I know he's gonna have to find it, but what I'm
I've
saying
never
is,
lived in a castle.
But the
finally
the point is finding a balance.
cut off
right?
someone's head.
I'm just saying the point is finding
Yeah.
a balance of being like, hey,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
do you
yeah,
teach
yeah, of course, yeah.
appreciation?
But fellas,
you know?
that's why sports is the ultimate equalizer. Sports learn because like
One of them.
Tiger in LA, I was the coach. We won the championship. His football team won the championship. He's like, oh, and he got a little arrogant, right? We're in the car. He's like, yeah, Dad, get MVP. I go, yeah. I said, what did you? He goes, you don't seem that excited. I go, that's whatever, T. I expect you guys to win. I said, what did you realize today? He goes, what do you mean? I go, did you see a single black kid on that field? He goes, no. I go, when you watch the NFL or you watch college, how many black kids are in the field? He goes, mainly all of them. I go, exactly, dude. This isn't real, dude. This isn't real. So when we go to Florida, the first team we play is all black.
Oh, when we go to Florida, there's gonna be black dudes.
That's more of a realistic look. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
that's sports.
Yeah,
That's sports, dude. Like if you're just balling on these fucking white kids from Calabasas, I don't give a fuck, dude.
It's like finding that. It's like it's like finding that dog. You know what I mean? Like I totally appreciated playing sports when I was in high school, and I didn't at first. And there was something about the challenge of like, for me, it was always like somebody telling me I couldn't do something. But that's like a tough.
Yeah.
Like that's, I don't know where I got that from. Or how that, maybe I was watching my mom, watching a single mother try to raise you through the world and like it persevere.
That might have done it, or you were born with it. Like I like my littlest one, Basti. He's he's a dog. He's a fucking dog. Now maybe it's because he's trying to keep up with his older brother and his friends, which that's what I did. And it creates that fucking fire in you. But I don't know if you can teach it. I don't know what the fuck you do.
And maybe
Eat it, Jay.
Maybe it's Maybelline. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, my shit was. I remember just like, because for me it was always comedy and like and always making people laugh. Like even like when I was very, very young, I remember doing that to make people okay with me being around because of the inadequacy I felt myself, like and that's why I say, like, you are who I've always said this, and I don't know if it makes any sense, but to me it does. You are who you are in your head, bro. Like, just because you look a certain way or act a certain way or seem a certain way, that's not who you are. You are who you are in your head. So if you are playing if you're convinced you're the one down, or you're convinced you're the person that needs to that has that dog in them, then that's who you are.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, but you also need the outside to verify that by achievements.
yeah, but that comes from you.
Yeah.
But that comes from your dedication, your practice.
No, I understand that, but
yeah.
you also there's a level of delusion that people feel in their life, and like I think the greatest athletes ever are all delusional.
Yeah.
But that's what drives them to be.
You are, Mr. I'm fucking the funniest in 4,000.
I have to feel
No,
like that.
I'm joking,
No,
but
that is exactly what that is.
100%. I feel it too.
Yeah,
You got to be that way. You got to be that way.
But I think that's one of the only reasons I made it. You know, because
Same.
I just you got
to be like,
yeah, I'm funnier than this guy.
Yeah,
you have to feel that
Yeah.
way. It's like a weird thing, whether it's true or not.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Well,
matter.
yeah, if you get into the ring and you're like, oh, this guy might be better than me, you're gonna lose. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
So even if you do lose-
you know what the problem with that is? Like when I was in the UFC, I was like, oh, I'm the best in the world. I'm gonna be world champion. I was top 10, right?
Yeah.
I had a good career. By all
Yeah.
means, I had a good career.
Yeah.
But when you retire and you don't, because the whole goal is to be the world champion.
Sure,
when you
yeah.
don't become world champion, which 0.01% do,
Yeah.
you feel like a complete loser.
Right. I understand.
That's the downside.
I get that.
That's the downside.
But that whole attitude is what got you where you were, which was
Correct.
top 0.1%.
But to me, listen. This is how I talk. This is how I can think about the entertainment business. The entertainment business, you have to manage your disappointment. So what I mean by that is, when I get an audition, I get super excited about it, and I do my tape, I do my audition, and then I'm waiting to hear if I'm going to get this part, and I'm thinking about the part. I'm like I just happened to me right now. I didn't get this role, but I like feeling that. I don't want to be a person that's like, you move on from it.
Right.
No. I want to feel it, so then when I get it, I'm like, hell yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But then if I don't get it, I have to manage that disappointment.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a part of what you need to do. So like if you're in games, you go into games and you're playing. I remember when I was playing basketball, my freaking coach was a dickhead. You know what I mean? Rest his soul. And he died. But it was like he was like a dick.
Sounds
to
like you killed him.
No, but he was a dick to me. And I remember being like, nah, oh, you don't think I could do this?
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, no, I'm gonna prove. So let's say like even if you don't prove, you didn't get to do the thing you wanted to do, I think you can still look back and enjoy the life that whatever you did to get even to that point. So I just think it's a balance that you have to do that. Because I even think about like with comedy, like I love when people like, I'm streaming or somebody's like, man, you're just a dude from Workaholics. That's all you ever had. And I think to myself like, wow, that's such a weird thing to think. So I was on one of the most iconic shows ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I did that. If that's all I ever do,
That's
that
more
was
than
great.
90.
Yeah.
But dude,
You know what I mean? That's
that's
great.
more than 99% of anybody who gets entertainment. I get the same thing with fighting. They're like, that's why you lost to Roy Nelson. It's like, sure, yeah. Buddy, you didn't play high school football.
Yeah.
Why are we having this conversation?
Yeah, it's like I just think that for ourselves, forget about everyone else. I'm just saying for me how I think of it.
Yeah.
I'm saying like what you're talking about. It's in your head.
Yeah.
So for me,
Oh, no,
I think of it like
I want to be clear though.
You know,
It took me years. Like I was super ashamed. I wouldn't even talk about the UFC.
no,
for
I
the
get
first,
actually
I don't
hear
know,
from
3
what you're saying. Yeah.
Now I'm good.
Yeah.
Because my kids. Because I had to show them. Now I'm good now. Now I'm fucking hell yeah. That was dope.
No, but I always had that kind of feeling of like I always say like you look back on the things that you've done and you go, oh, I did all right. I just think that comparison is the thief of joy. You know.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
You swear?
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
This is the mindset. Free. This is the mantra. Free. This is the mindset. With movies like Interstellar, Dreamgirls, and Gladiator.
Are you not entertained?
And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
You know, it's a funny story. Here's a funny story for you. I'm standing outside the comedy store, and then I'm talking with these are the people we're talking. I'm talking to Michael Bay and Dane Cook and some other people. We're sitting there talking, and I say to them, it's like Dane, you you sold out Madison Square Garden, you know, and they say it come to me and I go, yeah, you know, I don't compare like that. I say comparison is a thief of joy. You don't want to. I say the same thing. And then Dane says, that's what losers say.
Yeah.
That's why Dane's Dane. Yeah, that's why Dane's
I know, but
Dane.
it was like, but what I'm saying is, there's like a mentality. It's all how you look at. But he was just joking. We were just joking around.
I know.
But it's like you just go. That's what I'm saying. So you have to look at your life and be like, are you enjoying yourself? Are you having the fun that things? Are you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you go, oh, I did this.
Right now it's tough, but yeah. You
know, it's
Dude,
like
I'll tell
whatever.
you,
Whatever
you
it
want to
might
talk
be.
about the dog.
Go ahead.
You want to talk about the dog? So my little man Bosty, right? He always plays up. He's a monster. You put him with other 5-6-year-olds, it's not a competition. I'm talking blows the doors off these kids, so they have to move him up. So he's playing with second graders. He's still in preschool. He goes to tryouts, and this isn't me. I haven't said anything to him. So they have him do the tryout. He fucking tears it up, right? Tears it up. He's the fast kid on the field. And the coach goes, how do you think you did, buddy? And he doesn't know I'm behind him. He goes, definitely the best here. And the coach goes, oh, wow, okay. I'm like, and I was just like, yeah, that's what it. But that's what it takes.
But but here's the thing. Now this is the interesting part. The interesting part is the understanding. If you can get the understanding of like, hey, I'm the best here, but this isn't my goal.
Correct, Eric. Correct.
I don't want to be the best around these clowns.
Correct.
And
that's
the other
my
part
entire
about,
message to the kids.
Yeah, but
that's
the other part about it
message.
is like if you're being like, if I even felt like it's like, what is it being the best amongst? It's like if you go to an open mic and it's like, wait, well, I don't care about. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah. That's why I tell T. That's why I tell T. Like he won the MVP of this tournament, and I was like, yeah, buddy, we're not competing with these kids. You're competing with the kids in fucking Florida, in New Orleans, in fucking California, man. I don't. This means nothing, dude.
There'll definitely be black players in New Orleans.
When I say like the shop, like even when I was a kid, sports is what we do. This is how serious sports are in my household. This is why the kids at 5 and 9 are advanced amongst other kids because it's all we focus on.
Right.
So my mom, not even trying. We can talk about it off air. I try not to cry. My mom called me on Monday, and she has cancer. She told me she has cancer, but she knows Tiger's in the car. Listen to this. She knows Tiger's in the car, and he had his baseball game. She goes, yeah, I found out I have cancer. How did Tiger play? That's where my family's at, dude. That's just what we do, if that makes sense. So this huge cancer thing, I'm like, oh my God. She goes, wait, how did Tiger play? And that took priority of the conversation.
Ooh, yeah.
Took the podcast to a screeching halt.
Yeah. No, dude. It's like,
I mean, this is one of the more. We're talking about real stuff. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
I know.
just
You're
saying
making a
like
point. You're making a point.
that's the
I'm sorry to
value
hear
of
that.
sports in my family. So when your kid comes and he's a first timer, and my kid's fucking balling on him, it's like, yeah, dude, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, there's something about you manage your disappointments and you have fun when you win.
Yeah.
And understand why you lose. It's like I always, even if you relate this to comedy, I always think it's like there isn't a bad audience. You can have a bad experience with some shit, some environmental things can be going on in a show that makes something go a certain way, but I always have the thought I was like, that was my fault. That's how I look.
That's what Greg Fitzsimmons says. Greg Fitzsimmons, I remember we were doing a show at the Comedy Store, and there's big names on there, and dudes are coming back to the green in the main room, and everyone's dying. And every comic kept going, this fucking audience, man. Greg Fitzsimmons goes, no, it's you. No, they're here to laugh. It's you guys.
Yeah.
And he's right. He went out there and crushed.
I mean, again, I know I've done it long enough where I know if I feel like I'm working, then I know this is not the best environment today. If I'm having fun, when you have that set where you walk out like, oh man. And the funny thing is we give the crowd the credit all the time.
Either way.
You know what I mean? Because we go, oh man, that crowd was on fire. No, you were on fire.
That's funny.
And then the other times when they're bad, we go, the crowd sucked. Nah, I put it on me. That's why I never say good set to people unless I really mean it. I just don't do that. Somebody comes to me, hey, good set, man. And I saw them. I'd be like, thanks. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Because you don't need that from me. It's like whatever. I don't know.
So you're saying if you both, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is like, let's say I don't think, because then I question, are you just saying that to me because you want me to say back to you? It's like, if I want to say that, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you take, and I know too now.
I just come off stage and I look at all the other comics and I go, I did good.
Yeah, but you always have been like that.
I know, I'm kidding. Yeah,
yeah, that's when you're in like a different realm in your head. No, but for me, I just feel like now as I gotten older, I even know, like, I'll go, oh, I know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have talked about it. But you know what? I have to stop being so reactionary to it too, because like I was trying to talk about something at the Comedy Store one day, like a couple weeks ago, and it just wasn't going the way I want, even though I had the thought in my head. And some girl was like, well, make it funny, you know? And my reaction was like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like that. But I should have, you know what I mean?
Shut up, bitch.
You know, but my real reaction should have been like, you know what? You're right. I'm working on this. You know.
I'm trying, bitch.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the negative, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Because it happens like that. I think the problem is people they don't care. You're at a show. They're like, hey, I'm at a show. I paid however much money. I had this $20 for parking. Hey, be funny, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And my thing is like, nah, this ain't no serious thing. I'm not paying my rent from this show, so I'm working on some jokes.
You paid $20 to see all these people, by the way.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm working this out. But again, my reaction to it is like, that's what I just think that, and this goes to what you were saying about it's in your head. All of this stuff is in your head. Even how we started the podcast. It's in your head. Everything's in your head. So it's like, it's how we manage that is going to be what makes us who we are. You know what I mean? And how we approach it. And I think that's it's interesting to hear. Like, and then when you become a dad, it's all about, well, am I doing this right? That's all you can think about. You're just like, oh my God.
I got to roll, boys.
All right, I'm saying, hey, man, we'll talk
guys
later. I'm sorry to hear about your mom.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, man. Yeah, so,
Oh, it sucks, man.
I know.
Like, just family's getting older and shit.
Yeah.
It's
hey, you don't gotta tell me, man.
Yeah, I know.
My stepfather, it's like, anytime I'm at a point now, like, if I get a phone call at a certain hour from parents, then you're like, oh no. Like, it's never like, hey, what's up? Oh my God, So for me now, my stepfather calls. I'm like, oh my God, did you butt dial me?
Yeah.
Because that's what he's done a few times. He was like, I'm in the emergency room. And I'm like, what the hell? And he was like, it was like,
it's for butt dialing.
Imagine. No, but it was like, he's okay. But that's now after my mom passed. Now I'm like, oh my God, every Rachel's parents, it's like, you just get to that point where you just kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But that's but the thing is, like, you're stressed out about all that, and at the same time, you have to like put up a brave face for your family,
right?
For your kids, because they don't care. Like, Wolves don't care. I just got off a flight and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I was up, so I performed the late show, and then I got back to the hotel at like midnight, and now my flight is at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So I don't even sleep from 11 to whatever. Yeah. So I'm up, and then I'm dealing with this stupid airport, and I get home, and Wolf's like, football.
Yeah. You did all that shit, and your son's still like, yeah, but watch me play.
Yeah. It's like, and then we also have our wife who was like, do you know how it is to be having to watch a kid all day? And I'm like, okay, jet lagged.
My
and I'm
favorite
like,
thing
all right.
is what Sam Tripoli said about how, when he commented on, it was like a, reaction clip where Amy Schumer's talking to that one with the podcast about how, like, imagine if your dad had to put your birthday party together. Oh, I wouldn't have one. Oh, dads are awful. They could. and Sam Tripoli is like, I could put together a fucking birthday party. He's like, you know how fucking easy your life is because I fucking work. He's like, you want me to do a birthday party? Well, guess what? I couldn't because I'm at fucking work. Yeah, dude, he's so funny. But Yeah,
I know.
it's just
Yeah, so you just kind of go, okay.
Yeah, people hate men, bro.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They need us and hate us. But whatever. You know what though? Not in my house.
No, I know, not in my house.
Yeah, I like, Rachel's super supportive, and she's,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
It's social media. It's coming around, man. Things are changing. A lot of countries are passing laws now about everybody's on the same page now. It's like kids shouldn't have social media before they're 16.
Yeah.
That's going to be a thing. I think, we're 5 years away from like maybe just being banned outright in a certain way, They have that lawsuit that's going on in LA right now. I don't know what happened with it, but the family is, suing the social media company because of the bullying that the kid went through. Then they ended up, sadly taking their life. And it's like, it was something like that,
Well, no, I mean, dude, I feel for that kind of shit.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, I don't, I mean, look, I've been on the other end of it, and I know what it feels like, and I know people know what it feels like, and I talk to friends now that are going through it, and it's I know, everyone thinks that if you're famous or if you're even not just famous, like if you have your 15 minutes of fame, like whatever it is, like if you become viral and then people attack you at it, they're like, oh yeah, but they got it all figured out, dude. Like nobody has it all figured out. You know what I mean? Like you think the Island Boys are fucking happy?
I don't think anyone is mentally equipped to deal with the kind of negativity that's on.
Yeah.
Like I was streaming one day on like TikToxic, and like I only had like 50 people watching me, and then somebody's on there like, oh man, you what? Don't focus on the haters or whatever it is like that. But I'm like, if I'm looking at my stream and you want me to, because some people say, hey man, look at chat, we're talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so what do I have to like skip through the negative stuff just to find the positive stuff?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think people understand this. Let's say you're in a room. If you were in a room and 50 people were talking to you at the same time.
Yeah, you don't know what they're saying.
What are you supposed to do?
Also, they wouldn't be saying negative shit. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I don't think anyone's equipped to deal with this type of scrutiny and that you have to deal with on the internet, even on a small level, man. Even if like 10 of your friends started talking shit about you on your account, you'd be like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Imagine if it's like thousands, or like or whatever. Or I bet you there are certain people that just at a certain fame level that they probably just don't even look at their stuff anymore.
I think, I mean,
is Justin Bieber still looking at with 300 million followers? Is he like
he catches it sometimes?
I know, right?
Every now and then.
But can you imagine being just all day just being like, oh my God, 40 Jerry 4745 said this about my performance.
Jerry 4745 is a dick, by the way.
Yeah,
but it's like, it's you think about guys like Matt Rife. It's like you go out on stage to fucking however many thousands of people, and then you get off stage and something pisses you off from something that somebody said online, and it's like, bro,
But what I'm saying
you
is
gotta try to live in the moment.
But I know, but that is the human experience.
No, I know.
And what I'm saying is, when people always say that, it's like when somebody says, "Hey, take the high road," or people say, I don't think people understand that human beings are not meant to be talked about like that ad nauseum. Like it's just continuous negativity. It's like, I don't know if anybody can truly deal with that. That's why we praise people that do. When someone's like, man, that guy never gets down, we realize, because it's like, it's hard to be like that.
Well, especially like everything is at their fingertips. Like people could write, like, there are some comic. She says she's a comic, but she's not very good. But she wrote me. It's just like I think she does open mics, but she was like, "Go away, you're terrible," or whatever. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like that, like she would never say that. I've seen her before. Yeah, she would never say that to me, to my face. Yeah, and she just. It was, I was like, what time is it even? It was like 1 p.m. And I'm like, to send somebody that.
I don't get it.
But that's just how she felt in that single moment.
I know, but I don't.
No, I don't get it either. I don't do that shit.
I don't understand how the first thing you're going to say to someone is just some awful thing.
I've heard people talk shit about me on podcasts, and then I see them, and they're like, "Hey, Chris."
Yeah.
I mean, I go, "Hey, what's up?" But dude, those people, they come and go, bro. They come and go. I mean, look, when I go to Ottawa, I was in Ottawa, and it was fucking awesome, bro. Those were, and sometimes I get down and I think about certain things, but like I'm like, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows my head in me.
Right.
So,
Well,
you're
in charge of that.
I know, but it's hard. And I try to teach my kids that,
I know, man. That's my whole point. I mean, it's just it's a difficult it's a difficult thing even on a small scale. So sometimes like you want to enjoy things, you want to enjoy it, and then you look and you go, "Oh God, why are you really? This is what you want to say to me?"
Well, yeah, it is true too, because then it's like
I'm just going.
Yeah.
I just think to myself like, that's the first thing you want to say to me is this.
Yeah.
And then you think the process is like, why are you saying that? I mean, there's a whole and then people get together in a community and they make the community about being fucking fucked up.
Right.
So I just like, I don't know, but
I don't know. Like this person who wrote me can't sell probably one ticket. You know what I mean? And she says like, you're terrible. You need to stop doing comedy or whatever. And I'm just like, imagine if I did, bro. There'd be so many people that are unhappy. Like so many people would be sad. So many people, a lot of people would be out of work, by the way. And she's just like, no. And I'm like, oh, you're miserable. You're a miserable person.
Yeah. And I think the nature of being a comic is like, you were always looking at the world for an angle. Mm-hmm. Are we seeing the thing that
for sure.
sparks a joke? So that's why the negativity
definitely
stays.
Yeah,
because you're analyzing like, why would you say that? Sometimes when I'm like streaming online and then like, somebody would come in and say some really awful shit. And I just think to myself, I wonder what that thought process is. It like, because a lot of people are like, oh, is that Montez? Or oh, I love Golden Hour or whatever. And you're just like, okay, thank you. I that's your first thing you want to say. And then there are other people who their first thing, they in their mind, they must think, oh man, that's the dude from that show. I get to say whatever I want.
Yeah.
It's like, why is the first thing?
Yeah, weird.
So that I think about the psychology of it is why I just go, wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the thing too is like, my favorite thing is like, they say some bullshit and then they want to be like, oh man, I thought you were a comic.
Oh, I'm funny. You're not. That's my favorite.
But the thing is like, the fact that I'm a comic is the reason why I'm upset, because that was so fucking
I thought you were a
stupid.
comic. Dude, that doesn't make you funny. That's what I always say.
Oh, we're supposed to just laugh at anything?
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't say that about a doctor. Like a doctor could be like, I thought you were a doctor. It's like, yeah, but
you can't stab me.
Or no, not even that. I'm just saying like, it'd be like you coming up with a remedy. Hey, here's my... you just put some Vaseline.
Doesn't mean you could rub leaves on it.
Yeah, it's like, if you get some Vaseline and some oregano, put it on this, and then you go, oh, I thought you were a doctor. That's what it's like.
Funny, yeah.
But, I don't know. Hopefully the things change. You know what I mean? Because it's like, do you ever get disappointed? You kind of go, okay, let me. Okay, hey, I love you, man. Hey, this is. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You said something stupid.
Oh, they noticed that my fucking legs are weird and my fucking neck is bad or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Your tattoos are stupid. And
No, my tattoos are fucking awesome, bro. You're not going to down my artists. You're not going to make my artists feel bad. They're good.
And once again, guys, remember March 20th.
Yeah.
Golden Hour Live.
And I'll be in Australia, and I'll be in a bunch of different places. Go to Vancouver and go to chrisley.com.
And I'll be at a bunch of places too. Got some things coming up with Rife. Oh, maybe this is. Oh, but anyways, you probably missed me in Bakersfield. But check ericgriffin.com for tickets. Thanks, guys. See you next time.